This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, gunfire at a mall. It happened today on the northwest side. We'll tell you what we know so far about what went down. And it's a Father's Day memory they will not soon forget. We'll show you the story of a photographer whose sessions on the west side are special for many reasons. Good evening to you. I'm Lauren Casey in for Nicole Griffin. Haven't said that in a while. Joining me from his home studio this evening is Kevin Gregory, the king of Father's dad jokes, and it's Father's Day. So Kevin, it is great to catch up with you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. It is a wet one for all the backyard barbecues. Not the best day for that.
But in some places, it would be considered a present to have rain. It's been a couple of weeks, Lauren, since we've had rain in the state. This is Interstate 74, really between Indianapolis and Cincinnati at one point. Good solid area of heavy rain drifting to the northeast. That rainfall is now shrinking, as I'll show you on the radar. As you look at Indy on the east side, then Shelbyville all the way up toward Muncie, Hartford City, Winchester, there's the rain there, and you can see that a little bit closer, but that's a diminishing area of rain. But look in southern portions of Boone County, that's a heavy downpour south of Lebanon. A few more straggling showers, Bedford to around Seymour. 70 degrees in Indy. Remember, yesterday we hit 91. Today we've struggled because of the clouds and the rain. Through the evening hours between now and 11 o'clock, we'll begin to see the rain wind down. We'll talk about more opportunities for rain. If you were missed today, you'll have another chance. I'll explain coming up.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Now to a little bit of breaking news at this hour. We do have a traffic alert for you. This is if you're on the southwest side of Indy. Here is a live look right now at our traffic camera in the area. You see the backup there at the bottom of your screen, removing our banner there so you can see it a little better. I-70 eastbound is closed right now. This is near State Road 267 out in Hendricks County. It's closed due to a crash. Now, crews from the Plainfield Fire Department, they are at the scene. They've been tweeting about it. They say a few people in this wreck were injured, not seriously, thankfully. They do expect the cleanup to take at least another hour. So keep that in mind if you travel through that area, and check the RTV6 app for any updates. We'll keep you posted. New this evening, one person is in the hospital after a shooting at the Lafayette Square Mall. Metro Police tell us that they were called in around 1:45 this afternoon to the mall on the northwest side of Indianapolis. Officers say there was gunfire outside the mall's main entrance that's on the west side of the building. They say several cars in the parking lot were also hit by bullets. Right now, police have not released any information about a possible suspect or what led to that shooting. We are still waiting to hear from Speedway Police about what led up to this shooting death of an 18-year-old outside of an apartment complex. Police say the man died late last night after a shooting at the Legend at Speedway Apartments on Sumter Street. That's about a mile west of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Investigators believe the victim was targeted by the suspect and that this was not a random shooting. The name of the victim has not yet been released. And a man is facing a charge of child neglect after his 4-year-old son accidentally shot himself. This happened around 7:30 last night at an apartment on the east side of Indianapolis. Officers were called to East 21st Street, just east of Arlington Avenue. They say the boy shot himself with a gun that had not been secured inside that apartment. Police say the child was awake and breathing when he was taken to the hospital. Well, today is Father's Day, and in Hawville, fathers are getting a free special photo opportunity with their little ones. Our Troy Washington takes us inside this event that's capturing memories that will last a lifetime.
It's priceless memories like these fathers won't forget years from now.
There's nothing like going in the house and seeing the father with his son or his daughter or the whole family. You know, that just shows that it's a man in the house and everything's together. So we want to start today and bring that to this community.
Tedrick Hardy wanted to make sure families on the west side of town got to embrace Father's Day fully, even while social distancing.
Opportunity to uplift Black men, especially Black fathers, given everything that's going on right now in the current climate of our world. We really wanted to do something to celebrate fathers.
Mia Black is with the Christamore House. She sees the vision of today's event come alive each time the camera flashes.
I literally have had to clutch my necklace every single time I see a photo because the photos have come out beautifully. And every time I see a photo that I think is perfect, I'm just like, that's it, print it out. So, and then the best part is seeing the family, when they see their photo, they're just like beaming and just overjoyed about their picture.
Because at the end of the day, it's about more than just a photograph.
Being able to capture and savor memories in moments like this is definitely essential. And what better to do that in the way of a photograph? You can have that forever.
It's about making memories like Father's Day last.
There was even one family who came in and said this is their first professional picture together as a family, because they haven't had that before.
Working for you on the West Side, Troy Washington, RTV6.
Oh, sweet story there, Troy. Thank you. Well, President Trump's re-election campaign continues to plan for more rallies in the coming weeks, including in some states where the coronavirus cases are starting to rise again. Last night, the president held his first rally in months in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But the arena where it was held was only about 1/3 full, far short of what the campaign originally promised. ABC's Zoreen Shah has more.
President Trump back on the campaign trail, holding his first rally Saturday in Tulsa since the coronavirus crisis began.
I saved hundreds of thousands of lives. We don't ever get even a mention.
The president's re-election campaign dismissing concerns about holding the event amidst the ongoing pandemic. But hours before he arrived in Oklahoma, 6 staff members, including 2 Secret Service agents, testing positive for the virus. In addition to taking on rival Joe Biden and the George Floyd protests, the president also addressed the increasing number of COVID cases.
When you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people, you're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please. They test and they test. We got tests that people don't know what's going on.
Advisor Peter Navarro claims it was a joke.
President Trump said last night at the rally that he had actually asked for testing to be slowed down.
That was tongue-in-cheek. What else you got? That was clearly tongue-in-cheek. That was clearly tongue-in-cheek.
This as cases surge across the nation, many in states that were among the first to reopen. In Florida, nearly 3,500 new cases reported today. Arizona, which President Trump plans to visit this week, also seeing a rising trend. While New York City prepares to enter phase 2 on Monday, restaurants setting up to offer outdoor seating to patrons. And the famed Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama welcomes 5,000 fans back to today's NASCAR event. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Nursing homes have been disproportionately affected by the COVID-19 outbreak, but the state isn't keeping track of how much the virus has spread in those homes. Next, Call 6 investigates, and several state lawmakers are looking for answers. As Central Indiana tries to rebound from this pandemic, more businesses and services are opening their doors. Coming up, how you'll be able to conduct more business with the local government starting tomorrow. Now over to Kevin.
And Lauren from Lebanon, south to near Pittsburgh, some heavy rain, also over Shelby County. We'll talk about our rain chances ahead and the temperature trend for the week coming up.
Or online. This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Welcome back. The COVID-19 numbers in Indiana continue to trend slightly downward, even as some other states are starting to see a spike again. Today, the state health department reported only 5 new deaths from the coronavirus. 393 new cases of COVID-19 were also reported. The other good news from the state is that the number of people being treated in hospitals for COVID-19 continues to go down. The state says intensive care unit capacity is also at a good level, with 38% of the beds open right now. A Call 6 investigation is prompting state lawmakers to take action. The Indiana State Department of Health will not release where people are dying in nursing homes or where the outbreaks of COVID-19 are happening. So RTV6 filed a formal complaint to get those records, but the state says that it doesn't have them. Call 6 investigates Kara Kenny says there is action now underway to change that.
A group of Senate Democrats on the Health Committee wrote this letter to the governor criticizing the state's decision not to gather and publish nursing home data broken down by facility. They say the public deserves to know where people are dying in Indiana nursing homes and where the outbreaks are happening. Nearly half of Indiana's COVID-19 deaths are in long-term care facilities. Many lawmakers are hearing from their constituents who want information at their fingertips, but simply can't find it.
And she's trying to find a place to put her dad. And she says, you know, I want to put him in the best home possible, but I don't know because there's no There's no information.
In a letter to the governor, Senators Gene Breaux, Eddie Melton, and Frank Mervan called on the governor and the State Department of Health to collect and make public nursing home COVID-19 data broken down by facility. It's information Call 6 Investigates has been fighting for since mid-April. The state told us ISDH does not have the records requested, and by law, they don't have to make one.
I wanted to thank you for putting the spotlight on this because, again, this is an area where many folks are concerned. And so you're just bringing to the forefront what a lot of families and individuals are feeling but don't have a voice.
Nursing homes are largely funded with taxpayer dollars through Medicaid and Medicare. Senator Melton points out as the state gets more federal funds to help with COVID, they could use this nursing home data.
We have to make sure all of these resources are allocated at the appropriate locations in the communities and facilities that are most impacted.
Lawmakers also question how the state can track and publish COVID by zip code and other demographics, but not by nursing home facility.
I'm not sure where this disconnection is coming from.
We spoke with members of the Indiana House who agree.
That's absurd, I think, in this day and age when we can track everything with data and we can have those numbers updated. We should be able to do that for our citizens.
We talked with 4 lawmakers who say a bill is needed.
We could definitely put in legislation that the state have to release the names of those facilities whenever there is a pandemic, any information that they're getting. But that won't occur to January. Once we get into session and then try to do an emergency bill, that still won't take place to January.
That's why lawmakers are urging the governor and the State Department of Health to take action now and make nursing home data available to the public. We reached out to every Republican member on the House and Senate health committees, but no one got back to us on a request for an interview or statement. Reporting at the State House, Kara Kenny, RTV6.
Kara, thank you. Well, we reached out to the governor's office for its response to the letter. We're still waiting to hear back. The State Department of Health releases only weekly aggregate totals, and those numbers will be released on Monday. The city county government's slow reopening from the pandemic continues tomorrow. The vast majority of agencies inside the city county building will be open again on Monday. Police services and criminal courts opened last week. Starting tomorrow, all public services will be consolidated on the first floor, including property tax payments, property tax assessment and valuation. The county assessor, recorder, and other county services will also be open for business Monday. However, juvenile, civil, and traffic courts will continue to operate remotely. It is time now for a check of our forecast. Kevin Gregory is standing by from home. Kevin, thankfully we did get some rain today because I forgot to water the plants. The yard could use a little bit of water, so that is the upside to this.
That's for the eastern half of the state. The other half saying, where's our rain? You'll get a chance of that returning. Yeah, Johnson County did pretty well. Okay, on Father's Day with the rain, I worked very hard to find a picture of my dad and me under one umbrella. And I did it. There we are, avoiding the rain. This is obviously a ways back, avoiding or pre-social distancing. Okay, as you look at the radar, the eastern half of the state where we had the widespread in heavy rain in spots, and I'll show you the radar estimates in a second, that's winding down. We'll zoom into Boone County, heaviest rain along 39, State Road 39 from Lebanon down to just north of Pittsboro. That's moving very little, so it's putting down some heavy rainfall because it's just kind of has 2 speeds right now, slow and stop over the same area. Shelbyville northeast toward Newcastle, still some lingering rain, and it's in that general region where we've had 1 to 2 inches of rain. Just southwest of Shelbyville, estimate of 1.8. Northern Rush County, over 2 inches of rain, and then you see good solid 1 inch down in portions of northern Jackson County between Seymour and Columbus. Rain chances. Now tomorrow, 40% chance of rain. That's a little misleading in the sense that tomorrow night, the probability of rain across central Indiana goes way up for all of us. That's the most likely time, Monday night into Tuesday. Then we'll dry out for a bit Wednesday and Thursday before our rain chances come back up. Right in the middle where our rain chances go down, so will the humidity. You'll definitely feel that, and we'll have a couple very comfortable days. Temperatures will sit in the 70s for highs as we get to Wednesday. As far as highs during the day tomorrow, we're back up middle to upper 80s, a quick burst in the temperature ahead of the cold front that will spark more thunderstorms tomorrow night. I pick up the timeline, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. entering western Indiana, line of thunderstorms moving to the east and then into central Indiana, 6 a.m. just around the metro area, sliding east from there. But that's an unfavorable time. In other words, I think they'll be thinning out as they move through. Then during the day on Tuesday, our wind out of the northwest eventually will start to draw in the drier air, reducing rain chances, dropping the humidity level and the temperature. Wednesday, 78. We'll be at 60 Thursday morning. Outlying areas may well be in the 50s. That's refreshing, where you can open the windows once again. Then by next weekend, humidity, temperatures, and rain chances coming back up. So there are many opportunities for rain over the next 7 days if you didn't get what you want today. Lauren?
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Well, when you're looking for work, the old adage is you need to dress for success. So up next, how a group is giving a helping hand to the wardrobes and resumes of women who are looking to get hired. That story's coming up.
RTV6 Hiring Hoosiers partner.
Welcome back. Hiring Hoosiers is helping you get back to work as we work to rebound from the COVID-19 crisis. There's an ongoing effort to help unemployed Hoosiers connect with companies that are hiring right now. So tonight we show you one group that's expanding their operations to help unemployed Hoosier women land one of those jobs.
It creates a sense of community, and I really feel like they want to help me succeed.
Carmen Malone is a job seeker and has been since before the pandemic. With a background in business, clinical research, and customer service, she's been actively searching for her next career move. And she learned more about Dress for Success from a friend.
What Dress for Success has offered has really helped me. I believe that it has expanded my job search and even just my outlook on getting a particular job that I want.
Dress for Success serves more than 1,100 Hoosier women each year, providing workshops on topics like resume writing, navigating the hiring process, interviewing skills, and more. Their mission is to guide local women towards employment and eventually economic independence. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, social distancing orders not only put thousands of Hoosiers out of work, but forced Dress to Success to pivot.
When the stay-at-home executive order hit in March, like all the other nonprofits and businesses in the state, we had to shut our doors down. Now, this, of course, coincided with what now has come to be almost 500,000 Hoosiers who have lost their jobs. And what we found within a matter of 2 or 3 weeks was that we were servicing women not just in the Indianapolis metropolitan area, but we were serving women who were actually outside of Indianapolis.
Executive Director Julie Petter says now their mission is more important than ever. Dress for Success quickly began offering workshops virtually and added topics like phone interviews or Zoom interview skills.
And are you guys going to continue doing a lot of this virtually since you found so much success with it?
The virtual offerings will not be something that will go away. We found, like I said, in a matter of just a few weeks, we were servicing the number of women that we expected to serve in all of 2020.
Not only did the virtual classes break barriers like transportation, the communication during this pandemic has helped women like Carmen remember that even though the unemployment rate is high, what she can bring to the table is still so important.
Keep searching, get connected with an organization like Dress for Success, and I believe that a good job is waiting for us. I really do.
Well, Dress for Success Indeed needs your help right now to continue to help Hoosier women find great jobs. They need financial support to serve this growing client base, volunteers. They also need donations of professional attire. So for more information on how you can help them or how you can help take part in their virtual workshops, just click on this story. It's at hiringhoosiers.com. We'll be back with more news and one more check of your forecast just after the break. Stay with us.
In select areas. Call 1-877 only ATT.
Welcome back. A turtle race is underway, but because it's a turtle race, we'll have to wait a while to see the results. Today, a rare hybrid hawksbill green sea turtle was fitted with this satellite tracking device and released from a beach on the Florida Keys to join the Tour des Turtles. It's more of a marathon than it is a race, as it follows the long-distance migration of sea turtles over 3 months. Well, this turtle, named Macy, was rehabilitated at the Turtle Hospital in the Keys. This year's tour features 2 competitive divisions: hard-shell sea turtles like Macy and the leatherback sea turtles that typically swim a little faster and farther. Their tracking and race begins on August 1st and it concludes October 31st. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there, Kevin.
Okay, Lauren, you know how one turtle talks to another turtle?
How?
Shell phone.
Oh, a dad joke just in time for Father's Day. I knew you'd come up with something.
I did in a big way. 70, that's the temperature now. We've got some isolated showers and thunderstorms. That's the way they'll be, but the heavy rain is over Lebanon right now.
All right, thanks for making RTV6 your choice for news. We'll see you back here for the news at 11. Have a great evening.